Most people don't realize how close we are to a major shift in the global monetary order. Money is foundational to human society. It's one half of every transaction on Earth. It determines capital allocation, profit and loss, and which projects move forward or fail. If Bitcoin is what we think it is, we are on the verge of massive monetary, societal, and geopolitical change. Right now, Bitcoin is like a game of musical chairs with only 21 million seats. Nearly 20 million of these seats already exist, and people are sitting in them. There are only about 1 million more to be distributed over the next century. Yet, only a tiny fraction of the world understands that this game of musical chairs is happening. The more interesting piece is that many governments have access to a money printer or the ability to create practically infinite debt, like the United States. In fact, they are incentivized to do so. When the economy slows, the US government borrows and prints more money to prop up assets, bail out industries, and keep the debt-based monetary system from collapsing. This only works because the dollar is the global reserve currency. When financial instability rises, demand for dollars rises, and only the US government can credibly issue them. But what happens when a new form of money exists, one that is vastly superior to the dollar? Bitcoin is more scarce, more portable, more durable, and more immune to government censorship. Money changes slowly because people trust what they already use. But when you compare Bitcoin to gold or fiat money, it has objectively superior monetary properties. Over the past 16 years, we've seen the world begin converging on Bitcoin, and that trend will likely continue. But here's where things get interesting. Governments today can print unlimited amounts of money to buy real assets. That system works only as long as the people trust the money being printed. But history shows that all fiat currencies lose that trust over time. The real game-changing moment happens when a country realizes that they can create free money, money that people around the world hold, and use it to buy the only unprintable asset, Bitcoin. And the game theory around this is brutal. If you're China or Russia, you want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible before the rest of the world catches on. The key is to do it quietly, without triggering panic or forcing governments to respond. The first country to make a major move will set off a domino effect, pushing every other nation to follow suit. No major country will announce a Bitcoin strategic reserve until another one does. It feels like we are on the cusp of one of these big dominoes falling. If China or Russia are accumulating Bitcoin, it could trigger massive price appreciation and a global scramble to exchange fiat for the only unprintable money. Whether this is already happening is hard to tell, but there are clues. Russia has state-affiliated Bitcoin miners, and those coins could easily be held rather than sold. In China, despite the mining ban back in 2021, an estimated 15 to 20% of the network still operates there, possibly underground, possibly state-run operations. Bitcoin adoption by governments and central banks could accelerate rapidly and all at once. The first major country to declare a strategic Bitcoin reserve will likely force every other major country to do the same. When that moment comes, the transition to a Bitcoin-based monetary system could happen much faster than most expect. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.